One of the biggest things most people are craving right now is engagement and really connecting. And for those who work in the workplace, we know that employee engagement is one of the top priorities. Because so many of us are now working from home, how can we still keep that connection when we're just really communicating through technology? I have 3 tips that will help you amplify your brand at home, as well as make your technology work for you. Hi everyone, it's Dr. Madison Harper, and I don't know if you're having the same challenges, but we have tech challenges at the best of times. So here are my 3 tips to help you overcome them. Tip number 1 is to show your face. It's really important that people can have that connection with you, especially over video. So make sure that you dial into your video conferences with the video on. The next thing is, remember your brand. I used to do so many conference calls in commando phase, bare face, and I looked gorgeous on that tiny little screen on my iPhone until I realized that in the client's office, they were actually watching me on a beautiful 4K screen. Hashtag not so pretty then. I also suggest that you get some sort of a light so that people can see you clearly. Either face the window. I'm personally using a ring light, but that's also my game. I do a lot of video. You can also just grab one of these babies and put it on your computer screen. Look, I can see the light so much better. Lighting is important because when we are dealing over conference calls, we can't see people's reactions so well. So make sure that you can connect with every part of your senses, even if it is virtually. One of the things when we're having meetings in physical locations is you can read people's body language, which makes it, as I said, a lot harder when we're doing it virtually. And you'll often find when you are video conferencing that the person who's speaking is the predominant picture on the screen. Now, if you're one of those people that likes to hog the limelight, you've got to be mindful that you may not be able to see that other people also need to speak. So stop, take a breath, and ask if there's any questions or comments to allow others for their input too. It's all about being respectful and keeping that communication and collaboration in check. Also with conference calls, we are in an environment where there's noise in the background. You could be in a cafe, well, at some point, have the dogs or the kids screaming or just outside noise. So what can you do? Well, obviously if you're not speaking, put yourself on mute. But there are also some great apps like Crispio, which seems to cut out the background noise. I have tested it out. It does make me sound a little robotic at times, but still it's so much better than when somebody rings the doorbell and my dog Minka goes off. Tip number 2, if you're sharing your screen, you probably don't want all your notifications coming up on your computer for the whole world to see. There are ways in Mac and on your PC to mute your notifications. So I'll make sure to link to those in the blog post. And if you guys have any other great ideas, please send them to me as well. And I'll make sure that that blog post is a great resource. Alternatively, you could use something like Muzzle, which is an app that will help diminish those notifications. And I also thank them for the upfront fund that I shared from their website. Tip number 3, if your internet connection isn't awesome, and I'm finding it's getting more and more challenging, plug yourself in directly to your modem. I find that that does increase your upload speed. So when you are doing videos, people can see you in a more coherent and consistent basis, and we don't get that hopping in and out. I'm gonna share a video with you that I think is hilarious with video conferencing. You know, with the dogs barking and people coming in and out and people dropping off, talking on mute. So I hope you enjoy it. You can also call your internet provider to make sure that you have the optimum speed with your internet service. I hope those 3 tips were helpful to you, how to show up on video conferences more professionally. Also, making sure when you're sharing your screen that you still have your brand intact. And 3, making sure that your speed is there so from your internet service provider so that you actually have that clear, consistent flow of communications. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll get notified of my content around renewing your mind, unlocking your potential, and upgrading your life.